hello to our YouTube audience and thank them for joining us this morning. Today, you're going to be able to watch our evidential mediums as they connect with people who crossed over to the other side and deliver messages from those people. And we hope that by watching our mediums at work, you will come to understand that the loved ones that you may have lost are, in fact, still with you. So, can you please join us as we open with a prayer? Holy Father, Mother God, thank you for allowing us to come together today in service of spirit. Please help us to open all of our senses, physical and spiritual, so that we can receive your messages without interference from our own minds. We humbly ask that you make this circle an uplifting and joyous experience for everyone in attendance. Please ask the spirits who recognize the voices in this room to join us this morning, so that we will know that they watch over us, love us, and protect us still. And please allow us to deliver the information presented by Spirit with grace and compassion, in complete trust and respect of your infinite wisdom. Amen. All right, and I want to let our YouTube audience know that Shure's internet is a little wonky today, and so Shure may have to participate in this circle with his video off so that at least you can hear his audio, but that is the reason that would happen, but we'll see how it goes during the course of the circle. And I think we can do, what do you say, folks, 9 minutes each? Does that work for everybody? Okay, and whenever anyone gets a link, just hop on in there.
I can start us out.
Thank you, Rainey. Go ahead.
I have a younger woman here. She's presenting in the age of approximately 30 to 40 years of age. I feel she passed younger, though. I feel like she may have passed in her 50s. I'm also hearing the name Rose. She has beautiful skin, kind of on the pale side, beautiful complexion, longer hair. And there's something about a ring. Either when she passed, she left a ring for you, or a ring was presented to her, but there's some significance around her about a ring. I feel this could be like a birthstone ring. I'm not seeing a diamond. I'm seeing a different type of stone in this ring. And she's kind of on the quiet side, kind of timid. And I'm going to stop there and see if anybody understands this.
Rainey, what was the name again?
Rose.
Rose. I am listening to this, possibly.
Okay. What would you understand so far, Carol?
I understand a rose and a ring.
Okay. Would this woman have passed in her younger years, like around 50 or maybe a little younger?
No.
No? Okay. Let me continue with her and see. I feel this woman was quiet. She didn't really mingle a lot with people. She kind of kept to herself and her husband, her family. She wasn't real outgoing. She was, like I said, shy, timid, quiet. And she was just like pure is what I'm picking up with her. Just pure. Like she was kind to people, she was good, she was giving, she was loving. Would you understand that about her personality?
I wouldn't understand her being so quiet, but I understand her being loving.
Okay. This quietness may have come before she passed. Like in a year prior, she was just almost like she was shutting down, like she knew something was going on. Would you understand about that?
That would make sense.
Okay, that's what she's talking about. There's also a woman that I feel that she was close with. Would you understand a younger woman that she was close with that kind of like took her under her wing? If there wasn't a daughter, it was either a friend's daughter or someone in the family that she kind of took under her wing and looked after. Would you understand that about her?
Yes.
Okay. I also see her like attending meetings. Would you understand that?
I don't know.
Okay. I feel like there was something either in her work or in her social life where there would be meetings and she would attend these meetings. She's showing like a table with women around the table. There's some kind of book or procedures that she's following. Um, I also feel she prayed a lot or had a prayer book that was special to her.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. She's showing me like this little, like either daily prayer or daily words of wisdom. There's some little book like she reads from. I see it sitting like on her nightstand near her bed, and just paging through this little book.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. She's also given me the month of September as significant for you or for her. Would you understand September?
Yeah.
Okay. She's also showing me something like either lacy or crocheted. I don't know if she did this or someone around her did this, but she's showing me something that looks like either like crocheted or lacy. Um, and I'm not sure if it was like something on a table, but she's just showing me like I'm just seeing a part of it. I don't know if she would do like tatting or crocheting, but she's showing me just a part of this pattern. Um,
I
and
understand that.
you would understand that? Okay.
Mhm.
Because she's showing me the intricacy of all the like little stitches and how it's all coming together for her. Um, I feel like her favorite times of the month were like October, November, and the harvest and the fall. Would you understand this about her?
I don't know.
Okay. Um, she's talking about the harvest moon. She's showing me like the moon shining like on this cornfield, but the cornfield, is in the fall months where everything's dried out and there's no vegetables, there's no fruits. Um, so basically the crops have all been harvested. And she's talking about this time of life or this season of harvesting our goods. Um, and she's not just talking about food and harvesting food, but she's harvesting good deeds she's talking about. Gathering around the people that you care about and love. And with the upcoming months and with the holidays, she's talking about bringing them close and gathering with them and nurturing them, um, sharing good deeds and well wishes. She's just I feel like this just goes to her heart that she was kind and she wanted to be around people and family and like her message to you is gathering those close to you um and just letting them know that they're special to you. Like sometimes we forget to say to the people that we're closest that I care about you and you matter to me. So she's just talking about you know, just giving those gentle words here and there and nurturing during this season. I'm going to leave her with love and light and thank her for coming in.
Well, thank you, Rainey.
Thank you.
So that was absolutely lovely. So I believe you had my mother-in-law there. Okay.
Oh,
And her Rose was her middle name. All right. So,
oh,
and the ring in particular was significant because she gave me an old family ring. Okay.
oh,
Once she knew that I was serious, about her son, she gave me the ring from her family, which was kind of
oh,
neat. So, yeah. And the parts about her, excuse me, um, daughter, kind of like looking after her. Yes, after her husband died, then her daughter helped her pack up her house and sell it and, moved her, in with her daughter. Is
okay.
what that was all about. So I thank you for that. That was
Thank
very
you.
relevant, and I'm going to let my husband know that she came in because even though he refuses to come in and actually be read, okay, his mom comes in all the time, so I'll just let him
Oh,
know he missed another one. But
oh.
yeah, but that said, I actually wanted to ask you a question, Rini, and because I think this is an interesting point for developing mediums, and that is right out of the gate, you came up with the name Rose. And so, why don't we have a talk about how do you know the name? How does that happen? Any thoughts on it?
Just as you said, whoever's ready, I heard the name Rose, so I knew that was going to be pertinent in the whoever would take it for the sitter, that Rose would be a name that they could relate to this person.
Okay, is that necessarily like in general for you? Okay, is that the person's name, meaning the communicator, or can that be a person around them, or how does the name
It
thing?
could be the loved one coming through, or it could be someone related to the sitter.
Okay.
I heard loud and clear Rose. Is
You
how
heard
I
Rose.
said it.
Okay. All right. And Rose was her middle name, and I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag and tell you what her first name was, but she went by her first and middle name. So,
Awesome. Thank
yeah.
you.
So very good. I thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I can go.
Sure. Thank you. Okay. And if your internet goes wonky on you, turn your video off. Sure. Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you. I feel I have an aunt here. She feels like on the maternal side, and wouldn't have lived to her fuller age. I'm kind of sensing her in her late 60s, 65, 67, around there. There's the sternness associated with her. Bossy, but it's for the good of the family. At least that's what she thought. And but it definitely affected you in a way. You you would have felt oh that she's all about making other people work, not herself. um, there's a sense of her being around in your family. I mean, she had her own family, but she would have spent quite a bit of time with your family. And I feel she would have supported your mom. It's not just sisterly support. There's a bigger aspect of the support that she needed that the aunt provided. But you felt a little bit intrusiveness from this whole situation. So who can understand this stern but still lovely lady? Yeah, sensitivity was at times very high in the family, or rather with you around her. She certainly mellowed down after some medical situation that arose. And I feel it was related to a head. Like suddenly feeling vortexy feeling or feeling of faintness. So can anybody take any bits of this information?
Yeah, I can take some of this, sure.
Okay, what can you take?
I can take an aunt, and she was stern and a little bossy. I don't understand her being actively involved with our family, but I do understand a medical issue at the end that kind of changed her personality. But as far as I know, it was not related to the head.
Okay. There's some issue with legs as well.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay. I'm having a little difficulty walking, and this is excruciating pain.
Yeah.
Okay. And that truly made her humble. Um, you came to rescue. The tables turned, but you didn't have any negativity at that point. Would you understand you helped her in some aspect, taking care of her?
Uh, yeah, I can't say I was responsible for her care on a regular
Oh,
basis. No.
not regular basis, but it was not expected. Uh,
Well, that
oh,
would make sense.
okay.
An unexpected care. Yes.
Yes. And that broke her heart even further.
Oh,
Why, why she was so tough on you. But again, it was truly for the betterment of the family. She thought she was helping your mom. There's an aspect of building or strengthening respect for your mom that she wanted to instill in everybody around the family.
yeah.
Okay. So it's not always negative the way people behave, especially in the family circle. There's always a reason, and there's a good reason. Not always it's the way they were brought up, but they see the potential in you, and they wanna rekindle that or light a fire in that aspect in your heart to strengthen that. and it all comes handy when you're grown up. And I feel you did feel that it was helpful to gain that experience from your aunt.
Mhm.
No matter how she behaved, uh, how she treated you, there was still love underneath. And she wants to say that she feels sorry about it, but she's happy the way you have turned out.
Thank you.
And she wants you to have a cup of coffee. And when you're having that, just call upon her.
Oh, oh,
Is that something that you do? Like having a cup of coffee with the cream with some you know that sometimes they make figures or smiley faces on
oh.
top of the coffee.
No, I'm not a coffee drinker,
Oh,
actually.
okay. So this is something that you can call upon her to share a drink with you.
That's good.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna stop here, leave you with her love and blessings.
Oh, thank you, Shore. That was totally unexpected. That was my mom's favorite sister. Okay, yeah, I agree. That deserves hearts. So whoopie daisy, I'll get mine up there late. So that was my mom's favorite sister. Okay, and she did have a medical condition. She did not have a long life, but she had a medical condition that gave her difficulty in walking and was extremely painful. Okay, so that was correct. The part about her being stern kind of goes back to the fact that she was an extremely religious woman. And so her whole life was kind of like revolving around the Bible and the rules of the Bible. And so there were certain things that she expected. And because she was so by the good book, she rubbed some people the wrong way, but we loved her. Like I said, she was my mom's favorite sister. And I have to say, I'm shocked to see her come in here like this because I would not have expected to see that of a woman of such faith. Because there's a lot of talk out there about this is, the work of the devil and this kind of stuff. And in that case, that woman was extremely, extremely devout. And I'm shocked she came in. So I'm going to throw this out to you, Shore. Um, what do you think about? Yeah, let's talk about this point that I brought up about, some people have this perception the mediumship is an evil thing. Okay. Do you often have spirits like this coming in? People who were extremely religious, and now all of a sudden you find them coming in because they have crossed over and they want to contact their loved ones who are still here?
Yeah, I mean, the loved ones will always be loved ones because the love never dies. No matter what situation, what your faith is, they want to show you the continuity of life, the love that they shared while they were here. Yeah, it's not like a voodoo work
Right.
that some might think, because if you if somebody is involved in the negative aspects of uh, calling bad spirits, then it can be a little different. You could feel it different, but in the loving atmosphere, you're calling upon your loved ones. You're not calling
Yeah.
upon
Right. Right.
anything negative, and this is what they are totally immersed with uh, on the other side, I believe. Um, the faith, religion, there, it's all one.
Okay.
I'm not sure how much I can
Well,
extend further, but they're all open to everything related to family and to show
they're
continuity of
open to
life.
it since they've moved over to the other side, because she would not have been open to this at all when she was on the earth plane. But now all of a sudden she's coming in and communicating, from the other side. So you're saying she's actually made a change, which is funny.
No, I have devout Christians come in quite often.
Do you? Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
and so
That's interesting to
it's
know.
family, whether it's here or on the other side. You're
Yeah.
connecting with the family. The love again never dies.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Shore.
Thank
All
you.
right. Who wants to go next? Oh, Tracy. Wow, that hand came right up. You go, girl.
Thank you. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, stay close to your mic.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I have a gentleman with me, and I know he would have had some issues with the neck. I feel he's making me feel like a really tight strain within the neck. It goes down into the shoulders. So I know this would have been an issue, and I feel it would have been the cause of some kind of accident. But he was presenting himself to me. I was seeing him all in black, and I feel like he would have worn a lot of dark colors. If not black, it would have been dark colors. And he would have been more of a serious nature. He comes off very strong, very strong, very almost stern, very serious. And I was seeing him kind of middle age, but that's how he was presenting himself to me. I'm going to stop here and ask if anybody can take this gentleman that would have been a little bit serious, often dressed in dark colors and had issues with the neck, possibly from an injury or accident. Okay. Um, um, it's funny, I'm hearing now that he would have had like this also this fun loving. I feel like there was almost two aspects from him. Like he would have had this fun loving personality, but when it came to certain topics or certain issues, he would have gotten really serious. Because at first he was presenting himself like he was just tightening up my face, like he just, you know. And I feel like when it got down to him hearing like the nitty gritty, uh, he would. I'm hearing buckle up. Um, I'm feeling as if he was almost like, yeah, this dual personality. Like you have this fun loving where you could just let loose. But then when it came down to work, came down, he would get really serious. Can anyone take this information before I move any further with him? No? Okay. I'm feeling that there could possibly be, I'm hearing from him like an accident in regards to either a motorcycle or some kind of bike. Um, and I'm getting a sense, the strain is almost like a whiplash.
I can understand this. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, thank you, Rini. You can understand the whiplash and possible like a bike accident?
Yep, yep,
Thank you. And
yep,
can you understand the personality, like the
yep,
dual
yep,
personality?
yep.
And you would have dressed in black or dark colors
In winter,
in winter? Okay.
yeah, in winter.
Okay, thank you.
I don't remember that so much for summer, but in winter, yes.
Okay,
In the
thank
fall, yeah.
you.
That's what was kind of throwing me off.
Okay, thank you. I'm feeling like there's like this brother connection. Would you
Yep,
understand?
exactly. Yes,
Okay, this would be your brother?
yes.
Okay, thank you, Rini. Um, I I'm feeling like there's so much gratitude that he's presenting for you and like the emotion. And I feel like there was a closeness between you two. There was a bond.
Yes, there
That I'm
was.
hearing bond. And I feeling hearing from him like you never let him down.
Oh,
Would you understand that?
Yeah.
I feel like he just wants to acknowledge that. And would you, I'm hearing from him, there's an air about him that people didn't understand. Would you understand that? Like and I feel like people might have misunderstood his serious nature and not really understood his soft, kind of playful nature.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing from him like he took it to heart when he didn't mean to be so serious.
Yes, I know what he's talking about.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm feeling from him like if people would have thought that he was compassionless, but he's like, I wasn't. Like he was like, he loved people, but some people might have had that perception of him.
That I don't know.
No? Okay, thank
That
you.
I don't know.
Let's see. Would you understand, Rini, that there would have been some quiet, I'm hearing like quiet moments of solitude with him?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay, thank you. And I'm feeling like he would have retreated himself
Yes.
to be in these moments. And I do believe that there was a cause for it. Would you understand that there would have been a cause for him to retreat back? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Would you understand it would have been a passing of somebody that would have?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you. And because he's making me feel like he's looking around, like where did they go? And he's having a hard time kind of processing it. Would you understand that?
Oh, yes.
Okay, thank you. And this is fun-loving nature. I'm hearing from him like I don't need to look anymore because they're like here. He's like with them. So he's like, in the physical world, he was looking around, but now he's like, they're here with me. He's bringing my attention. I'm hearing the word aunt, and I'm feeling like there was maybe an aunt that was important.
Yes.
In his life. Would you understand? And she would be with him in spirit?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And I'm feeling like she would have been his rock. Would you understand that?
I don't know, possibly.
Okay, thank you. I'm feeling like I'm hearing pillar, and I don't know what it is about you, Rini, but I always I hear this word in regards to you, that being this pillar. And I'm feeling like there would have been a commonality between you and this aunt in an essence, the essence of you, both of you. Thank you. And I feel like there's like a relatability. He keeps showing these little words at me, like a relatability between you and this aunt in spirit. Would you understand that she would have been someone that people would have gone to for advice?
Yes.
And that you're often someone that people come to for advice?
Yes.
Similar to her? Okay, thank you. And I'm hearing from him not to lose that nature about you because it's so important. I feel like that's the pillar part. The advice and what you give to other people is similar to what she presented for people. And I feel like he just wants to shine that light on me, and it's drawing my attention to the sun that's blinding me. It's like that light to shine it upon you. Let's see if he has messages for you. Okay, I don't often get names, but I'm going to throw it out there because I'm getting it. I'm getting the name Sean. Would you understand the name Sean or an S name?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Another person in spirit.
Okay. Would you understand he would have been a bit younger than?
Oh, yes.
Passing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing from him that he's guarded and that he's protected. Would you understand that there would have been a hard passing around this?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And I'm feeling like there would be a lot of people that would be worried in the transition of him.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm feeling like in saying that he wants to recognize that he's safe, and he is safe in spirit. I feel like that is important. I'm gonna leave you with that, Leanie, because I'm not really feeling too much from him, but I feel like that was important. This.
Okay, I will let his mother know.
If you could, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Do you have feedback for her, Rainey?
Yeah, that was my brother. It kind of threw me off of dark clothes, but like winter, he would wear jeans and like a dark plaid shirt and stuff like that. But he was in a motorcycle accident. Um, Before his passing, his neck and his shoulders bothered him a lot, so I would massage them. Um, he was very compassionate to people, but he went into a dark place when his grandson passed. He just could not understand that at all. He just couldn't come to terms with it. It really took him down. So, yeah.
I think that might be the darkness that I was seeing him.
Yes, very dark. I had never seen him like that. And Sean was my friend's son that was killed suddenly in an accident. And she's been wondering and worrying about him since he passed. So thank you. I will give her that information.
Thank you, Rainey.
Oh, wow. It's an interesting reading there, Tracy. But I wanted to ask you a question for the benefit of beginning mediums here. And you were well into that. And then all of a sudden you said to Rini, this is your brother, isn't it? Okay. How did you know? How did you know that that was her brother? Because I think that is so helpful for people who are receiving mediumship readings to know what the relationship is, who that person is to them. So how did you know that?
With this reading, I heard him say brother.
You heard him. Okay,
Yeah.
but you said in this reading, is it different for you in different readings?
I feel like every spirit communicator is different. Some come through and will just give me words. Some will come and give me a full sentence. And then some come through and don't talk to me at all.
Just like real life.
Yeah. I feel like it depends on the spirit communicator. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
yeah. Okay. All right. But then, so sometimes they'll just come flat out and tell you that. Okay. Just out of curiosity, if they don't tell you, can you like pull the information out of them? I'm curious.
Yeah, I try not to pull. I try to let them give me what they want to give me. But sometimes it is a feeling. Sometimes I get that sense of either brotherly or motherly or fatherly, and it comes through that way.
Okay. And you're bringing up another interesting point here too. Okay. Because for the benefit of our YouTube audience, Tracy just said that she tries to let spirit talk. And that's actually a specific style of mediumship, and it's one that I prefer myself. But that compares to people who have mediums who have like in their mind a list of questions that we call name, rank, and serial number. Okay, what's your name, what's your rank, what's your serial number? And the information is given as a response to the question. And there's actually an ethical question there in mediumship about how you are honoring that spirit. Okay, do you do like Tracy does? Just let them say what they want to say. And then you risk actually, and Tracy, I'll keep this question to you, okay? Like, have you ever like inadvertently disappointed a sitter because they expected you to say that was your brother and you didn't say it because the spirit didn't tell you that? Okay. Has it happened?
No, I feel that the sitter is going to get the most when I don't try to direct the reading, when I leave it up to the intelligence of spirit to guide me as a conduit to transfer the information. And I feel like when I do it that way, then the sitter always receives what they need to receive from the reading, rather than me trying to control it by serial rank.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they don't want to give that information. They want to give something else that's much more important.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I get into the same thing myself with causes of death.
Right.
Because some sitters expect, to be told, what the cause of death is with the spirit. And more often than not, the spirit doesn't tell me what it is and I don't ask, so there we go. So, all right. Well, thanks for that, Tracy. How about Tammy? Are you feeling it? All right, go ahead.
I am. And I just want to say that it's so funny because I think it was last week we were talking about interruptions and how working with interruptions. My neighbor upstairs has clearly made a gym And there's this pounding and it sounds like a gorilla. It's every few minutes. So I'm going to work with that. Anyway, I've got a man here with me and he's been very patient. He's been here for a while and I want to acknowledge the name Scott. I was feeling very strongly that his name is Scott. I feel that he's somebody that you knew a while ago, because there's some distance here. And the first thing he showed me is grilling outside. So he's at a grill and he's flipping burgers and he's got, a group of people there. And I feel that he's a very social person. I also feel that he's very, I feel like he could be a friend, and be supportive. And so let me just stop for a minute before that's right. The other thing the other thing he was showing me is he was drawing attention to one of his eyes. So I feel like there was something, at first I thought he was kind of joking around, but I think actually he's trying to bring my attention to one of his eyes for some reason. So who is he here for this morning?
I could take everything except the name.
Everything except the name. Okay, what about you, Carol?
And I can take everything except Scott is not his name. It's a connecting name to him.
Okay.
And I don't understand the I. I'm sorry.
Okay. Rini, do you understand the I?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Let me keep working with both of you if that's okay. And let's see what else he's going to give. Okay, thank you. Okay. He's showing me ice skating and it's very graceful. Not clear whether he's the one on the ice, but he is showing me ice skating. So I feel that this is something that would have been something he enjoyed, or it's something around you. Okay. Would you understand ice skating?
It's for me, not for him.
You can take it for you. How about you, Carol?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, let me keep going. Okay, interesting. I am being pulled more to Rini, but Carol, keep listening and let's see what else he's going to bring in. Okay, he's bringing my attention to a necklace, and I feel that it's somewhat dainty, and I feel that it's somewhat dainty and that it's got a very small pendant to it. It's either like a stone, but I feel that it's small. Would either one of you understand this necklace he's making me aware of?
No.
I can't think of anything right now.
Okay, thank you. All right. Okay. Which one of you has been writing in some kind of journal or diary?
I have been.
Okay. All right. Have you been doing that too, Carol?
No.
Okay, thank you. Okay. I had a feeling I was being pulled to Rini, so but you don't understand you don't understand the name Scott either around him or you?
Around me, I know lots of Scots, but I don't know
Which Scott?
to him. Yes.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. Okay, yeah, thank you, Carol. Rainey, I'll work with you if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, 3 Scots around me.
Okay. Well, I'll just let him talk, and maybe he's going to direct me to the Scott. The Scott may have just been to direct me to you.
Okay.
Not clear yet whether he's got a message for one of the Scots.
Okay.
Okay. Would you understand too that I feel that I really feel like he was a fun person.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And I'm like dancing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I'm clicking my fingers, kind of dancing. And so, yeah, we're having a good time. And I do feel, okay, thank you. Do you have something special coming up or did you just some kind of celebration for something?
Tonight, yeah.
Okay, because he's showing me balloons going up, and I feel like he's presenting you like with a cake or something. So is there a celebration happening? It's not clear whether it's a
I
birthday.
had, you know, with Halloween, but I also have a party tonight and a get together tomorrow. So,
Okay, okay.
so one of those three he may be talking about.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Oh, and my dad's birthday's coming up.
Okay, okay. He's suddenly jumped over to jumping rope, and so he's showing me rope jumping, which is counterintuitive. Like I wouldn't have think that this would go with him, but he is drawing making me aware of jumping rope, and kind of almost like kids games.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't know, like girls.
About me because I used to always jump rope and I play games all the time still.
Okay, but it's those kind that girls do in elementary school where they're like da 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 da, and they're hitting their hands together and clapping, and then you know how they, and they have this whole little thing that
Jump.
young
Yeah.
girls do. So he's drawing my attention to that.
Thanks, Ray.
Okay, he's also drawing my attention to a hammock, and I feel like the hammock is swinging so hard that like somebody's like trying to flip somebody over upside down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. He's putting himself in a position or making himself, as he's acting as though he's a camp counselor. Not that he is,
Mhm.
where he's like organizing people and kind of getting, and I feel like this is like in jest almost, that he
I
was.
was the camp counselor.
Oh, you were? Okay. Because he's got like a whistle blowing and let's go, let's go, let's go. And I feel like kids are running with towels, but let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, so you were the camp counselor. Okay, okay. So he's clearly showing me different things about you now. So, okay. Yeah, that's very funny. He's he's got you. At this camp, would the kids have been around water? Because I do feel
Oh
like
yeah. Oh
went
yeah.
water, and he's got you standing. It's just so funny. I have to describe it. He's got you standing like on a dock, but you're standing up really straight, and you're kind of like looking around. But he's doing it in such kind of an amusing way, like that you're so serious, and you're on the lookout for anything, but like in this very like ultra serious way.
Yeah.
And,
I was a lifeguard with them too.
okay, okay. Well, he wants to tell you, and he's come today to have a good time because he knows you like to have a good time. He's reiterating that he was always a partier.
Mhm.
Sometimes good parties, sometimes not so good parties. And he wants to say that we have a nice group here. Thank you for letting him come in, and that he'll be back. You can be sure of it.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
Come.
That was my very dear friend. And he helped me with so much, but he also owned a bar and they did an amazing Halloween party. So that could be the balloons, but my dad's birthday's coming up and I have a big celebration today and tomorrow. So it could be either one of those. But he was all about having fun and dancing and everybody dancing at the club. So um that all makes sense too. And
Okay.
then just all of the different things of, me growing up, camp counselor, lifeguard, roller skating, ice skating, all of that stuff. That's it.
Interesting. The little necklace, I'm so curious about that because it's so clear,
I'm
and it's
wondering, he was my best friend male, and I had a best friend female, and they knew each other, and we all hung out together. And she gave me a necklace with a cross on it, a little cross, but I had bought like a little I don't know, a little seashell or a starfish or something to put on it with her to signify her because she loved the beach. So he might be talking about that, and he might be hanging out with her because they both love to have
Okay.
shell coat
That
on.
makes sense. That makes sense because it was just a little more dainty.
Yeah,
it's
it's very
just-
dainty.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And
Thank you.
that's what came to my mind when you said that, because I'm like, did he give me one? Like, I wasn't thinking about anything like that. And that was what came to my mind.
Yeah. So it's probably that, given he was showing me so many different things about you.
Oh,
He talked about himself, but then he talked, a lot about you. So
yeah,
yeah.
he's a fun guy.
Yeah, really. He's really fun and very supportive. Like, don't worry,
Very.
don't worry, I'll wait. I'm still here. Like as everybody read, don't worry, I'm still here.
Yeah, and I've been
Not
thinking.
going anywhere.
Yeah, I've been thinking about him a lot. So
Oh,
thank you for that.
oh, you're on mute, Carol.
Yes, I am. Okay, sorry. That was great, Tammy. Okay, but for the benefit of our YouTube audience, I want to point out something about what happened in Tammy's reading, and I thought this was really interesting. But in this environment, or I should say, mediums can sometimes do one-on-one readings, and in which case we definitely know who we're talking to. And then there are other times when we're in a group setting like this, and we are not sure, who this spirit is for. Okay. And then what happens if, as just happened with Tammy, what happens if the information that the medium is given can be taken by more than one person? Okay. I understood the initial part of that, as did Renee. So Tammy, can you explain specifically how you worked with spirit to finally determine that the information was for Renee?
Yes, well, I would say that, I mean, in demonstrations where there are a lot of people,
Yeah.
the goal is to be able to feel the energy where, in which you're being pulled, towards the area where the sitter is, the correct recipient. But, and so that's what we all work to try to accomplish. But, sometimes that just doesn't happen. So for me, sometimes I'll literally see spirit pointing to the person, or other times they'll show me something the sitter's wearing, and I'll look and they draw my attention to it. But today, um, I had felt pulled to Rini, and then with both of you, I just waited. I had said out loud, "Well, let's, I'll work with both of you, and we'll see where it goes." So I feel he knew that he needed to present something that would make it more clear. And I think the ice skating was at the first thing, that maybe that was the thing that he felt this should do it, And so sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's slower, sometimes it takes more information because each person can keep taking it, and it's almost like a game show until you're getting down to, and that's amazing because it's almost, you realize how all of our energies intertwine as we're all part of that collective consciousness. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, here's another little point that I wanted to ask you about. At one point, you were talking about the jump roping, and you prefaced that by saying, I would not have thought this went with him, but I see him jump roping. Okay. And I thought that was brilliant because you had a piece of information that in your mind didn't seem logical, but you still said it. Okay. So do you want to explain to our YouTube audience why that's important?
Yeah, because you have to trust what's coming through and not get your human brain into it. So just kind of knowing him, the brief time I've known him and feeling his energy, I didn't think he would be skipping jumping rope, even as a youngster, not really. And so, but that's what he was showing me. So that's what I gave. And it turned out it was Rini who was jumping the rope. So it was valid, because I don't think would he have ever jumped rope? Oh, you're on mute.
Oh, she's
Not
frozen
that I
too.
know that he would, but he would have did it as a joke for me. Like, come on, Rain, let's jump rope,
Okay, okay, okay.
you know?
So yeah, you have
My
to just,
jump rope actually is hanging on the door over here.
okay, okay. Yeah, you just have to, it's the trust thing. Don't edit. Just give what you're getting, give what they're giving you.
Yeah.
Okay. And our YouTube audience just saw why that is so important, to just say the information that you're getting and don't try to edit it in your own mind, so that was really well done. All right, I'm going to see if I can grab a spirit here, and I just want to let everybody know I just got a message saying my internet connection is unstable, so I may get blown off of this, but we'll give it a shot here and see what happens. Okay, let's see who is out here. Right. Very first thing I am seeing is not a person, but it's a thing. And it's a lady's handbag that looks like it might be made out of alligator. Right. And as I lean into the handbag, I'm becoming aware of the presence of a woman who is, this word I want, dressed a little flamboyantly, or colorfully. Colorfully is the word that I want. Okay. And she's an older woman. She looks to me like she's about 75-ish, something like this. And she is not afraid to make a fashion statement. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to stop here and ask if anybody knows a woman around that age who is not afraid to make a fashion statement. That making sense? Not yet? All right. Let me lean into her a
I
bit
can
more.
take everything, Carol, except for the age.
Except for the age. Okay, I might be wrong with the age, but let me lean into this a little bit. She's definitely older. Let's see. When I look at this lady's skin, it looks to be like she has laid out in the sun. Okay, I see sun damage on her face.
Yep.
So you would understand this? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let me. And I also see, like, her. I'm looking at her makeup. She's really, really well put together. But she's paying particular attention to her eyes. Okay. And she's got false eyelashes on. Okay. Would she have worn false eyelashes?
Yeah.
Oh, she would have. Okay. All right. Let's lean into her. Feel like this woman smoked.
Yeah.
Okay, smoker. Okay. Sorry, I sorry for the benefit of our YouTube audience. Sometimes spirits come through with saying things that are a little uninhibited, and I can't repeat them because we're on here, which is why I'm laughing. So, Rainey, I'll just tell you that this woman said something a little uninhibited, but I'll try to paraphrase it. Okay. And so, what it seems to me, okay, her opinion is that when it came to her relationships with men, she ruled the roost. Would you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
She
didn't say it that way, but
she did.
that's the gist of it. Okay.
Yes, she did.
All right. And I feel like she drank margaritas. Would you understand her drinking margaritas?
Yes.
Okay, margaritas. Okay. I asked her to kind of move herself back to a younger age because it's kind of interesting for me to see this personality in somebody this age. Okay, so I want to move her, see if I can shift her back to, I'm going to say like her 30s, something like this, and see what we can see here. Is there someone named Margaret around her?
There's Margaret around me.
Margaret around you. Okay. And I heard the name, I'm going to throw it out. The name Yvonne. Is there somebody named Yvonne?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Okay. And when I take her back to this younger age, all of a sudden she is showing me what looks like a baby shower. Okay. Where there are all these women sitting around here with baby clothes, and she looks to me like she's the hostess of this because like she's bossing, everybody, and she's running everything.
Right.
But would you have known she hosted a baby shower?
Yeah, for her daughter. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And she's showing me in reference to the baby shower a little stuffed animal that looks like a lamb, a white lamb. Would you know?
I wouldn't know that.
Wouldn't know that? Okay. Yeah, it looks like a toy for the baby. Let's see. I feel like she's kind of like all over the place, and it's making me laugh. She's showing me now in what looks like a small garden, and she's picking green beans right off of the vine in the garden, snapping them in half and eating beans off the vine. Would you understand her?
Not me.
Okay, it's you. Okay. I want to go back to I'm kind of curious. I want to go back and revisit this man point because this is making me laugh. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Okay. Again, here she is in my ear, no filter. Okay. And apologies to our only man on the session. Sure. She says, okay, that you don't need a man. Okay, is what she is saying in my ear. She said,
Yep.
You're better off without one. Okay.
Yep.
She's not saying it as kindly as I am saying it. She's, like I said, completely unfiltered.
I can understand.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you can understand that. Oh, and here's a silly bit of silliness. She's showing me that scene from the movie South Pacific where Nellie Bly comes out and she goes, I'm going to wash that man right out of my hair. Okay. She's washing her hair and she's like, she doesn't hold back. She's fun. Okay. She's actually making reference to her kicking some guy out. She's saying that she did this.
Yes, she did. Yeah.
She kicked him out and she's doing the thing. I'm going to wash that man right out of my hair.
Yeah, she did.
Okay. All right. I see I'm down to 30 seconds here. So I'm going to get a message from her. Okay. And her message goes back to, first of all, she said, you don't need a man in your life. Okay. And she wants to be adamant about that. Okay. And she's unfiltered. She says, I'm surprised I have to tell you this. You would think you would have learned your lesson by now.
I finally did. I finally did.
Okay. All right. And it's said with a whole bunch of love. Too.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will leave you that light and love, and thank you for letting me serve spirit.
Oh my gosh. This was my crazy sister, and that was, oh my gosh, when she had a couple drinks, she would be totally unfiltered.
Oh, totally.
Say
Yes.
anything and everything, and you knew
Yeah.
when she had too much to drink or she was drinking because some of the stuff that came out of her mouth. Yeah, and the man that she truly loved, they were living together when she was going to school, and she threw him out. And I'm like, what the you so much? Why would you do that? And he's sick. She goes, I can't be bothered. I cannot be bothered. School is more important right now. He can deal with it.
Wow. Okay.
And I mean, he never left her because of it, but we were all like, what the heck are you doing? You know?
Wow.
And she would dress like she loved parties, and she would just dress over the top. She would
Very
be
colorful.
yeah, extremely. And one when you said she dressed up as this like foreign dancer with this big headpiece and all these colored dress things on, and just dancing up a storm, having a good old time. And she always tell me, you don't need a man. You're doing fine without one. And a few choice words.
Well, she's repeating herself.
Yeah.
In case you didn't get the message.
Still single with that. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Thank you.
That's great.
And so we end the
Tammy.
day on that note.
Oh gosh.
I had a question for you, Carol.
Oh shoot, what's up?
Yeah, when you talk about like to lean in, and so I was very curious when you lean in, what happens and what is your process, in that way?
Well, it's kind of like asking for me. Spirit will give me like one piece of information, and like let's say that the information is a red car. So I'll say first of all that I see this red car. So, my sitter may say, I understand the red car, but sometimes the sitter reacts in a way that leads me to believe it's important. Or the other thing is I may be interested in it because I think it's funny, and that's my sense of humor. So I will then go back to Spirit and ask them for additional information, like, well, did you win that car on the prices right? Or how did you come by the car? You know what I mean? And I will ask them, to tell me more about that car. And sometimes they will, and then it's interesting. Sometimes they'll just slam the door right in my face.
Oh.
Okay. And I haven't figured that one out yet, as to why they give me like one snippet of information. And then if I go back and I want more, that door just slams right in my face. I don't know, about that. But most of the time, they will come back and, tell me more.
Well, do you find that the sitter understands that, even just saying the red car, that the sitter would be able to take that and say, oh, wow, got that on my 16th birthday, or he passed in a red car or something like that?
Well, sometimes the sitter understands it, but sometimes the sitter won't give me the explanation for that. Okay. Because that memory actually could be associated with something painful. Like you said, Rini, he passed away in that red car, 120 miles an hour down the interstate. Okay. So it's kind of like a hot button subject, and that's it. Maybe that is the answer to my question. Thanks for bringing it up, Rini. That may be why the door closes on that, because it's a sensitive subject that they don't want to talk about anymore. So
I just want to throw out that I did get a red car for my 16th birthday. I think that's so funny.
Did you really?
An old car, but it's
funny. Kids this week, I'm like, what's going on? Because I don't consider myself psychic. They always say, if you're medium, you're psychic, but if you're psychic, you're not always medium. But man, it's been kicking in, so that's funny. Thanks for that.
That is funny.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Oh jeez. Well, that was a great session. Whoopsie day. Sorry. Sure. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, just one quick question for you.
Oh yeah.
Spirit gave you unfiltered message, evidence, yet you put a filter on it.
I sure did.
Do you do that for just like privacy, or not making the sitter feel bad, or
In that particular instance, okay, what came down was a bunch of 4-letter words. Okay.
okay,
And
all
for the
right.
benefit of our, or as Mr. Spock called it, colorful metaphors, but for the benefit of our YouTube audience, we consider this circle to be a holy space. And it is disrespectful to Spirit to use bad language, okay, which is why I put the stop on that. Now, I might treat that a little bit differently if I was on a one-on-one with somebody and we were in a private session, because it's evidence. If they use that kind of language on the earth, they don't change it, when they go over to the other side. But here we have a group setting in this immediate Zoom room, but we also have a YouTube audience who is listening, who may be offended by the use of that language. And so, I put the stop on it, but yeah, it was a bunch of 4-letter words was what came down.
And that's how I knew she had too much to drink when you said margaritas. It didn't necessarily have to be a margarita. It could be any kind of alcohol, but she didn't normally talk that way. But when she had so much to drink and she would call, it would be like, oh, geez. I don't really want to hear that either. So
Yeah, it's funny, but that happens. So thanks for the question. Sure. That was a great session all around, everybody. I want to thank you all for coming, and I want to thank our YouTube audience for stopping in and listening to us today. If you liked what you saw today, please hit like and subscribe on our channel. We're going to be back next week, same time, same channel, and with new questions and new mediumship ideas. So stop on in and see us. But in the meantime, I'm going to close this down with a prayer. If you would join me, please. Holy Father, Mother God, thank you for allowing us to come together today in service of Spirit. Thank you for this gift of mediumship that you've given us, and allow us to use this precious gift to help others who need your healing and love. Bless our friends and loved ones and protect them from sickness and harm. Bring joy into the lives of people who have sorrow, health into the lives of people who have illness, and abundance to the lives of people who have little. Thank you for the lessons that you've given us today, and allow us to continue to build a relationship with you that is based on love and trust. And always, please help us to be the lights that change this world for the better. Amen. Righty. Thanks again. Okay, hope to see you next week, same time, same